I'm here today with composer and flutist Carmen Marulanda, who just wrote a piece titled Piccs on the Peaks that will be premiered at the NFA 50th Anniversary Convention in Chicago. The piece is written for Gtrouble flute and piccolo. Carmen, tell us about Piccs on the Peaks.
Well, it just sounded so fun to write this type of piece for these two instruments that are always kind of like playful and the joker of the family. That I couldn't help but this melody of a type of milonga came to my head immediately, like something like eclectic and cool and fast. So it was a very nice invitation. I'm very grateful for this. I just have this melody jumping on.
It's a very catchy and happy, upbeat melody. Uh, what was it like writing for G treble flute and piccolo? That seems like a challenge.
Indeed, it's not a very usual combination. And indeed, the piccolo, I'm not a good one for piccolo. There are flutists that are good for piccolos, and like me, that are good for bass flutes or alto. And it's like, ooh, a very challenging one. But I took advantage of this airy color of the piccolo in the low register to emulate gaitas from the Caribbean coast of Colombia, where we have the cumbia and the porro styles that are in 4/4. So you can really, these are rhythms that you dance. So I took uh, advantage of these registers as well as the high ones to make the thing more playful and fast. So it was a very interesting combination.
And this is your first time seeing and hearing the G treble flute. What do you think of it?
And I think it's a very useful instrument for people like me that are not good for piccolos. It seems like it's way easier than playing the piccolo. Uh, and the register is as well easier in a way. So I was seeing you with the example you sent me. I say, this flute, I could use it. as, a, as I am a composer, I like to have some instruments around, and that would be one very useful for me because I'm not a piccolo person. So it is very interesting.
So why should people come and listen to the premiere?
Well, I would say that premieres are more exciting probably for the public than for the composer and performers. We are always nervous and we don't really enjoy that first dive. But it's a very nice welcome of a newborn piece that will circulate freely in our music world. And it's a good moment to show support, empathy, for new creations, for living composers, and for living performers. And this is what we need most right now. We need support. We need to come back again and empower ourselves as artists.
Well, as the performer, I'm looking forward to playing your piece. So I like the nervous energy.
Yes, that adrenaline is important.
What is it like being a flutist who writes for other flutists?
It is a good thing. The only thing is that the reference I have is myself. So sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too little. So I need somehow to detach any limitations or any misconceptions I have from other instrumentists. I just need to write for the sake of music and for the sake of joy. As it could be the same answer for any instrument that we are writing for. Like, yeah, the
Hmm.
detachment of oneself's limitations is important.
Hmm. That's very interesting. I know you're a very good flutist too. I've heard you play.
Oh my god, thank you.
Beautiful flutist. So tell us, what other projects do you have going on right now?
um, I have some projects relating a collection of studies I have. This is the Traversuras collection that is for flute and piano. I don't know if you know them,
I do.
but this is a methodical collection of flute and piano parts and play along music with all Latin American styles. So I was somehow, when Master Trevor White and William Bennett were in Canada a long time ago, they were looking at those books and they were looking at flute and guitar and the traversuras for flute and piano, that's for beginners, no?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Oh, I need something slightly better and more difficult for my students." I was like, "Of course, master." So now I started writing for these other more challenging studies within Latin American music. So I'm doing these new traversuras for double tongue, triple tongue, progressions, and more challenging stuff. So that's the project I'm doing now.
Nice. Excellent. Well, you will have your own booth at NFA as well. Do you know the number to advertise it now?
The booth will be is 518, 518.
Excellent.
And yes, I will be bringing a lot of music, not only methodical, but also chamber, duets, flute, choir. I have to say that I also will bring pieces from composer Paul Descent, that he writes incredibly for symphonic works and chamber music. So many of his music will be as well there. And I will hope to see you all guys there sharing music and supporting new music. Thank
Yeah.
you, Flute Specialists, for making this beautiful program of supporting many different composers. That's a beautiful one.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
for
much.
writing a great piece for us to premiere.
Thank
We
you, Heather.
hope to see many people there at the premiere and then come to booth 300 to see Flute Specialists, try a Gtrouble flute, try some piccolos, and then go visit Carmen at booth 518.
Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Ciao.